Creed Odyssey. While it came out a couple of months ago, I figured it's still a decent game, might as well make a few videos out of it. As all of you must know, the Assassin's Creed games are each set in different timelines of history. This particular game is set in one of my personal favorite timelines, the Greek era. In this game, the main point of conflict is between the Spartans and the Athenians. They are currently at war to control all of the known world. And as I've already started a game, I am going to start a new game to give you guys the intro.
We are ready, my king.
Tell me, Alexios, have you ever gone fishing with your son?
No, never. A soldier's life is all I've had the honor to know.
I would have liked to have gone fishing with my son. Now, let us meet on fate, shall we? Spartans! Every breath that you have taken has led you to this moment. Every drop of blood, sweat, and tear, all of it has led to where you stand right now. The Persians come to make slaves of us all. I have a better idea. I say we drench the gods with their blood! What say you, Spartans? For our sons! For our daughters! For Sparta!
Personally, out of the three abilities that this, or four abilities, I should say, that this guy has, my personal favorite out of all of them is this, the Spartan Kick. Early in the game, it's an easy way to level up as you can just stand on roofs and use it to kick people off, in which they will take massive amounts of damage, allowing you to kill people easily. Not to mention, it's super fun to just boot people off of freaking cliffs. And it's super satisfying to watch them fly away from you. My second favorite ability is this. Oh, wait, never mind. Wrong ability. I thought it was an ability that I guess you get later on in the game, but which allows your character to engulf his blades in flame, allowing you to deal flame damage to the person you are fighting. Which is super helpful when you're fighting multiple enemies at the same time. Because when one character is on fire, you have a slight chance of multiple characters getting on fire from that one character.
Xerxes your head! Xerxes sends his sheep to slaughter. Come, Persian! I will bring Xerxes your head, you insolent Spartan fool! Come and get it! Your bloodline ends today, Spartan! I'll get drunk on your blood as the crows feed on your eyes! You will try, and you will fail! Xerxes is the king of kings! All will bow before him after I crush you! Come, fool! Enough talk! Time to die! My son is more of a warrior than you! Once I'm done with you, king, all of Sparta's sons will be slaves for Xerxes!
All talk, no bite.
No match for a Spartan!
Then again, when I first played this section of the game, I also died like 4 times, because I was trying to get a hang of the controls. But since I now have gotten a hang of the controls, I can easily kick that guy's butt.
We are betrayed, my king. Xerxes knows of the path behind the mountain. They are coming.
By dawn, we will be completely surrounded.
We are Spartans. When are we not?
Spartans. That word will mean nothing. When Xerxes wipes your bloodline from the face of the...
They...
Well, I mean, there
was a
was
day
things
the
to have filled
Persians
his mouth with.
will never forget. Tomorrow is a day the world will remember.
Finally. Wow. This is big, Layla. Did you really think it's the spear?
This is the one. The book was almost right on top of it. I've never been so lucky in my life. Okay, let's start her up.
Are you sure we can trust this thing? I mean, the book could be...
Just started, Victoria.
You're the boss. I'll prep it for you.
Okay,
As anybody
so
who...
worth noting, I've made some changes since you were last in here.
There's no keeping up with the tech industry these days.
I can crank up the simulation to maximum sensory synchronization if you're up for it.
Okay, as anybody who has played the Assassin's Creed games beforehand, the Animus is a common denominator. In each game, there is always a machine that allows somebody to go back in time using DNA, an object, or some type of personal belonging of the person in the past to allow them to relive sections of their life. In reality, you're just making those sections, but in the game, those were already pre-made. Now, I'm gonna go with normal
Let's take this one step
to
at a
keep
time.
it nice and
Understood.
simple.
If you're looking for something a little more intense, I can always adjust the settings for you later. This bit will let me know how much information will be fed to you during your time in the Animus.
I'm gonna go with guided mode so that
Give me as much
it'll
information
keep
as
you
you
guys
got.
as
There's no way I'm going in there without some guidance.
Glad
following
to help.
along
You
as
can always change
possible.
your mind later. Listen, Layla, before you go off,
If this book is right, this spear, this story, it will change everything.
you're putting a lot of faith in a fairly unreliable source. Historian or not, this guy wrote about magical objects and the will of the gods.
He's not Homer. Herodotus was the first recorded historian, so there's a lot more truth in that text than you think. I mean, what better way is there of finding Isu artifacts than by trusting in the guy who claimed to meet an actual descendant?
I know, but
I need you to trust me. You could be right. This spear, this book, it could all be crap. But something tells me it isn't, and I'm certainly not gonna let Abstergo find out first.
you're right. We haven't got much to lose anyway. There's just one small problem.
What is it?
This manuscript is in rough condition, to say the least. The DNA found on the spear has identified 2 different individuals. You're going to have to pick which strand of DNA to pursue. The choice is yours.
Now, I have a preference. I'm gonna go with the guy, but if any of you want to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey for yourself, you can always go with Cassandra. You always start in the same place, it's just reversed. You'll see what I mean later on in the videos, but the places will be reversed. So I'm gonna click Alexios. I've become pretty fond of him.
He will lead us down the right path, I'm sure.
All right, boss. We're finally good to go. 431 BCE, here we come!
The start of Peloponnesian War.
Good luck in there. No pressure or anything, but we're all depending on you.
Abstergo isn't gonna win this time. If what the book says is true and we do actually find the artifact, the assassins will finally have a chance to rise again.
You can do it!
Oh, and Victoria, read the book. It holds the secrets I won't be able to find on my own when I'm in there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And yes, it is ancient Greece, so the statues do have dicks.
Get down here! Cyclops got a message for you.
Tell your boss he can stick it.
That's for last week!
Malaka! The Cyclops said you like to act tough, so act tough! Get a little closer and I will.
You should know by now. The Cyclops always collects his debts.
Last week? This shit happens every week. I can't keep doing this. Nah. Thanks for the warning.
What happened to you?
It's nothing, Phoebe. All taken care of now.
The Cyclops again, huh? Hasn't he learned his lesson yet?
Apparently not. Of course. Help yourself.
Hungry too, Icarus? Do you think Zeus will bless me with an ego like he blessed you, Alexios? Maybe you could ask him for me.
Each choice you have in the game affects the outcome. So, for instance, I could tell her I'm not gonna ask Zeus for her, or I could be nice and I'll say I will. But I have a soft spot when it comes to kids, so
I'll try to put in a good word for you.
Finally.
So, what are you doing here?
Oh, I almost forgot. Marcos is looking for you.
What does that weasel want now?
Don't know. He wants you to meet him at his new house. On his vineyard.
Wait, what? A vineyard? Malaka!
It's on the road to Sami. He says wine will make him rich.
Since when has he had a vineyard?
Yesterday, I think?
So, Marcos, who owes me drachmi, is buying vineyards. With what money?
I don't know.
Where can I find Marcos's new, beautiful estate?
You know the statue of Zeus on Mount Ainos? It's south of that.
Well, I guess I owe Marcos a little visit. Thank you, Phoebe.
I'll go tell Marcos you're coming.
My head.
see? That just explains what I had already told you.
Fun's over. Tell that one-eyed freak, if he sends you here again, I'm going to cut his other eye out and feed it to my bird. I'll see Marcos.
Icarus
soon as I'm
seems
dressed.
pretty excited about that.
I'll have to go up top to get dressed.
Whoops. Well, I mean, I like the view. But, as I was saying earlier, when you unlock the Spartan kick ability, if you, can get guards or anybody on top of a building, like up here or something, and you kick them, they will fall down and it'll give them a pretty decent amount of damage to their health. A good chunk of the time, it'll straight up kill them.
Let's get this on.
let's go. Well, hello.
Get him!
Hello, boys. There, he just shot at me. That was green. It means it had poison damage. So if he hits me with it, I'm gonna start to poison. Which I can tell you is not fun.
Guess this is the Vineyard. Straight ahead. There you are. Let's see what you've gotten yourself into this time, Marcos.
Boss, I keep telling you, you can't do that.
Why? It's my
The
farm.
GURPS will
I can
die
plant
here.
what I want.
All of them.
You have to forget what you know about the past, my friend. Together, we will revolutionize winemaking. Believe me, you will look back on this day and... Alexios, thank the gods! Phoebe found you in time.
About grapes?
I can still hear you! I was worried sick. The Cyclops sent his scum to find you. I think they mean you harm.
I wish you would have told me that before they hit me. But that's besides the point. You bought a vineyard, Marcos? A vineyard?
Why not? I like wine, you like wine, everybody likes wine. Everybody buys wine. Why not from me?
Because you don't know how to grow grapes or make wine.
I'm a fast learner. You grow grapes on the vine, then you get some wine.
Oh, it's that simple, is it?
You know me better than to think I don't have a plan. Marcos always has a plan.
All right. Then do you have the money you owe me?
Do I have the money I owe you? Of course, of course. Well, no, not at the moment.
Then get it.
Instantly, my friend, instantly. But maybe you should do that. There is a merchant in Sami. I'm not very good at these things, as you know.
You want me to collect my own debt?
It's just waiting for you in Sami, my friend.
Who's the merchant?
Dhuris. You know Dhuris. He's very nice.
Dhuris? How stupid can you get? Stop giving him money.
He always pays me back.
After I threaten him?
Exactly. Everybody benefits. Dhuris gets his money, I get my interest, and you have work. Kefalonia is wonderful, is it not?
Where can I find Dhuris?
In a shop in Sami overlooking the docks. You know this, Alexios.
Will he be there?
You mistake me for the Pythia. I couldn't possibly know.
So for those who do not know, Greek mythology, the Pythia is the Greek equivalent of an oracle, or a fortune teller. It's normally a she, it's very, very rarely a male. She is supposed to get visions from the gods and answer ordinary folks' questions about anything, whatever they want to know. For instance, if somebody's in love with them and they're asking if they want to know if they are. She will supposedly get a vision from the gods and answer the question. That is the Pythia. So that now you get his reference. He was basically saying, how am I supposed to know? I can't tell the future.
How do you want to handle this one?
Not like you handled that olive oil business. That was too much.
I got the money.
And now we'll never get any more from him. If you kill them all, nobody benefits. Threatening them, and maybe more. Breaking things, certainly. Steal the money if you have to, but don't rob me of my customers. Unless you can't avoid it. These things happen.
He'd better have my money, Marcos. I'd hate to have to sell our vineyard.
Of course he will. Oh, after there's another matter I want to discuss with you. After.
Fine, but I'm taking a horse. It's too hot and too long a walk to go on foot.
But...
think of it as interest, Marcos. Everybody benefits.
Of course, my friend. You shall have your pick.
Tell me about this one.
The Skiros. You have an eye for sturdy stock, my friend. That horse can cling to mountain passes like a goat.
The one in the middle. Tell me about it.
Ah, you have picked a beauty, my friend. That horse is from Thessalonia, bred for its courage.
I like the look of the one on the right.
Ah, the Macedonian. These are bred for battle. A true warrior's horse.
I've made my choice.
Which one will it be?
That one. On the right.
Fine choice. But this particular breed has a few quirks that you might not be aware of. I wouldn't want you to take an unworthy horse.
This is the one I want.
Are you sure? Because...
I'm sure, Marcos.
everybody benefits. Especially you. You've chosen the great Phobos. He's never let me down.
Phobos.
Remember, meet me at the temple in Sami when you have your money from Duris. Ah, Efterki. There's plenty of wine left to buy. Don't fret.
Not now, you fool. Phoebe's been taken.
By who?
Thugs of the Cyclops. Who else? Snatched her right off the main road.
Tell me where they went.
In the direction of Itimena Beach.
The beach? Can she swim?
I'll get her.
Yes, go. But don't forget about dear Duris, Alexios.
Alright guys, I think that's a great stopping point for today. I am going to download another video tomorrow, if y'all are interested. Thank you. And goodbye.